Yeah, you get a good package out there. The company will probably cover, get your salary, pay for schools for your kid, cover your housing, cover your transportation, your rental car. I mean, basically everything you make is just for you. You're not really spending any money out there. The bills are paid for depending on the company, so it can be very lucrative working out there. And the guys, some of the guys went crazy out there. Like in Saudi Arabia, we couldn't. You can't drink or party out there at all, right? It's very strict. But when we worked in Dammam, which is on the east coast, you can take the bridge, the causeway, over to Bahrain, which is a small little island nation. But Bahrain is like a party town. All the expats go out there because there's bars and clubs and nightlife and entertainment, movie theaters, all this stuff out there. So everybody from Saudi goes to party in Bahrain. And it wasn't crazy for my coworkers for us to go to a club and have drinks and them spending, I spend, $200 and stuff, but they would spend like $3,000-$4,000 in one night buying Blue Label, Johnny Walker, and drinks for everybody, partying in high-end hotels, and then they're spending the money, So there's nothing worse to work in the Middle East and then leave like after a few years and not having anything to show for it. And some people are like that. Some people left out there working maybe 5-6 years and they didn't have anything to show for it. They just lived the party lifestyle, I did that a little bit, having a good time, but I knew that eventually I had to save some money because I got eventually going to buy a house and going to have a family sometime. So I didn't go too crazy, but yeah, that Bahrain people were going crazy. Yeah, just making it rain basically, and just spending money all the time, and every weekend, working hard during the week, and go blow a lot of it in the weekend, and bars and clubs and. Buying high-end cigars and renting cars and staying at the best hotels in town, and and then you see other people that never leave their house. They're trying to save every penny they can because they're sending the money back home to their families. You see everything, when it comes to the expats, and and some of the guys in Saudi, they would buy the alcohol that was homemade, and a lot of guys really got good at it, by the way. So I would go to some house parties. And I would enter like a British guy's villa. This British guy's been there for 20 years in Riyadh, right? And they invited us to his house party. He's got this big villa. He must be some big banker. He's got this huge house. And I'm like, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. And when I open the bathroom door, it's a huge room with a bunch of, he's basically distilling alcohol. He's making beer, wine. He's making everything. And he knows how to do it. And it actually doesn't taste too bad because he's been doing it for a long time. He told me he makes as much money as he does from his regular job as he does from this. Because he's just selling all over the place. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And some people get really good at making their own alcohol out there. And I never really got into it, but to drink it. But some people make it a business out there, and because the expats out there are buying it. I heard of some guy that bought alcohol from some guy in his compound and got in an accident, and they found like a few bottles in this trunk, and he went to jail right away. So yeah, you got to be very careful. You're taking a risk, because you get caught with that stuff outside the compound. Inside the compound, you're protected. This is where all the expats live, in this walled-in compound. Outside, if you're caught with the alcohol, forget about it, yeah. You have to go to jail and pay a lot of fines, and hopefully the embassy can help you out to get out of there, because you're going to cause an international incident. Yeah, but that's why when I went to Abu Dhabi, it was awesome because everything was available. So that was every weekend we would go out to brunch and party in the hotels. Brunch was a big thing out there. So on the big hotels like the Hyatt and the Ritz-Carlton, every weekend, we all go with our friends. We get babysitters for the kids, and we all go to the brunches. And for 5 hours straight, you drink nonstop, all the food you can want for just one price. And then after that, we go bar hopping, and it was just fantastic. It was so nice. There was so much to do out there, and it was such a great time. But definitely check it out. The Atlantis Hotel, the Burj Khalifa, the Dubai Mall, and there's so many restaurants and places to go to out there. It's amazing. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I tell people, well, I used to go to dinner at the restaurant at the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa, 5-star restaurant. Now I'm here in Greensboro having a buffet at the Hillbilly Hideaway restaurant up here. Yeah. Went from one extreme to the other. But that was awesome though. I wouldn't change it for the world though. It was great.
Hey gang, here from Hangar Talk. Thank you so much for plugging into the channel, liking, subscribing. We appreciate all you continuous subscribers, and we can't wait to see you on the next one.